Today is the 82nd blessing of the fleet.
The blessing of the fleet is certainly one of those most monumental parts of our culture that we have here in South Mississippi.
This is a tradition that dates way back, I think, to the time of Christ, where the boats were blessed at the beginning of the season.
The town was actually built off the seafood industry. It started with the old boat building, then with oystering, and then the shrimping, and that's basically where the town was built from. Then everything else came along, the tourists, just added to it.
It is significant in remembering with gratitude the bounty that has come from the sea.
BP is proud to be one of the sponsors of the blessing of the fleet. And this is really where the shrimpers, recreational fishermen, anybody that goes out in the water has a chance. They'll pass before a boat that will have a local Catholic priest on there, and he will bless for the safety, for the catch, for the health, and just for God's blessing on the fleet as they go out into the Gulf to get back to shrimping again.
This bill occurred in April, and we started our seafood safety sampling in May, and it continues to this date, and it'll probably go on indefinitely. We test for all species that are out there, including primarily shrimp. It's the shrimping season, and so shrimp is being tested. We test for finfish, crabs, shrimp, and oysters, all the seafood that you would normally catch out there and consume out there. So we're absolutely confident that that seafood is safe.
Mississippi is one of the largest producers of seafood, shrimp and the oysters and the different fish that come out of the Gulf Coast. And so it's important to get back out there, to get back to shrimping, to get into the deep water for the wonderful Royal Reds that are, I think, the best tasting shrimp in the world.
Biloxi was known as the shrimp capital of the world for many years. So there is an awful lot to say thank you, an awful lot to remember of values of God's creation. Families have been built up around it, businesses are built up around it, tradition, passing it on. It is important to keep remembering.
People have been shrimpers for generations here, fathers, grandfathers, all the way back. So this is a good sign to get people back out there on their boats and back to work.